What up, YouTube? Long time no see. Must have been like 3 years? I was just busy, that's all, I swear. If you're really curious, I'll talk about it at the end of the video, I guess. But for today, what we're here to do is learn heel flips. Figured I'd get right back into it with what I hope I do best, which is trick tips. Before I had stopped doing YouTube, somebody had requested this video, so I figured I would pick up the YouTube channel with the last video I had requested. So heel flips today, let's learn them. First and foremost, we want to start with foot placement. I typically stand about here on the front foot, toes hang off a little bit. Back foot somewhere about in the pocket, toes around the center of the tail. Just gives a good like pop, drag, flick from here. I'm sure there's someone that's going to say Neen Williams does his heel flips like this, but you know, when you learn heel flips like Neen Williams, you can decide however you want to do them. Until then, let's just stick with the fundamental stance for this trick. So like I was saying with the foot placement, it is all about flicking with your heel. I mean, you really want to do an ollie and drag your heel off the toe side of the board to get the rotation and to get the pop. Personally, I learned this trick before I learned kick flips, which is not unusual. I think a lot of people learn heel flips first. They're just a little more comfortable. I don't know why that is. I've gotten popsicled 1,000% more times on heel flips, but for some reason they were more comfortable to learn. Alright, so the thing that helped me with this trick the absolute most when I was learning them, it was on a VHS how to skateboard tape called The First Step, but Jeremy Ray taught heel flips on it, and he talks about not dipping your head down when you go down to pop, or else the board ends up behind you. And when I was trying that trick at the time, the board would always go behind me. When I bent straight down, then I could heel flip. It would be right under me, and that was the biggest struggle for me. The biggest vault was don't dip your head in. So I'm going to include it in this video just because for me that was all the difference. Alright, hopefully now you have an idea on how to do this trick, or at least on how to learn it. Keep practicing, and you'll get it eventually, I promise. It's a good trick to know. They're way cooler than kickflips, even if they don't have the same status. That's what makes them cooler. If you have any more questions about heel flips, or any comments about any tricks in general, or if you want to see any trick tips at all, just leave it down below, and I will get to it as soon as possible. Thank you again for tuning in. Now let's get into what I've been up to this past couple years. Started this channel during lockdown when everything was shut down and I just needed something to do to be productive. Once everything opened back up, I was back to managing 2 coffee shops for a couple years, and then I was working at another espresso machine place for a while, and ultimately I'm back to just kind of doing what I love most, which is 30 hours at a coffee shop and whatever I want. So expect to see more YouTube videos in the meantime. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I hope to one day be as awesome as you. Anyways, I'll see y'all folks next time.